Hello and welcome to another spooky episode of A Sustainable Life. My name's Abignia and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a black bean hummus. So I've been on a kind of black bean frenzy lately. This is the first time I'm going to be making this recipe, so let's see how that turns out. It's another experimental recipe from me. I'm really excited because, again, this is Halloween season and we're going to be making something that's dark and spooky. We'll see how it goes. Let's get on with the Halloween experiment. Whenever I'm coming up with a new recipe, I try to see all the different flavor components that need to be in it, and I try and come up with substitutions that would work in that specific recipe. So for this recipe, since it's a black bean hummus, I wanted to keep it all dark. So everything that's like nice and dark. So black beans, of course, black sesame paste, of course. But you know, there are some components like the acidity from a lemon that I didn't know where exactly to go with. So I'm gonna try using some tamarind paste because that's traditionally something that's used in Indian cuisine a lot, so I always have it around anyway. And it is used as a sour component, kind of like an acidity. So this would work, I think, I hope, let's see. And I'm going to also be using half a jalapeno because I am making this for guests and I don't want them to freak out about how spicy it is, so I'm only using half of it. I'm going to still use cumin powder, and instead of just a whole boatload of olive oil, I'm going to be using some of the leftover bean juice, I guess, from the black beans. So it's kind of like aquafaba but with black beans, and that's what I'm going to be using just to kind of get the blender going. If you can find black sesame paste at the store, then that would be great, but I kind of had to experiment and make it on my own. Really all I did was just dry roasted the black sesame seeds for like 3 to 4 minutes on the stove, and once they were a little bit warmed up, I just took them off the heat, let them cool, and then I whizzed them up in this very food processor right here with no olive oil at all, and I just let them really crush down. It started becoming a paste, and that's when I started adding in I actually used sesame oil, not olive oil. Yeah, so I used a little bit of sesame oil because I just wanted to keep with the sesame theme, and that's what I did, and that's how I ended up with this right here. But as you can see, I didn't really use too much oil, I don't think. So it's kind of thick still, but we will see. I think I'm gonna just use like 1 tablespoon of this and see how it goes. And yeah, and coriander I'm gonna still keep in there, why not? And garlic and some salt. So those are the ingredients, and I think I'm going to get started with the blending. All right, I'm going to start by adding in some of that tamarind, my black beans. I'm using 1.5 cups here, but you can just use a can. I just like to make my beans in my Instant Pot because it's so cheap to make dried beans. And some of that bean water, like I said. I'm just gonna start off with a little bit just for now. And this beautifully dark black sesame paste. I'm just gonna start off with, 1 tablespoon. And cumin powder, 1 tablespoon, and garlic. Let's whiz that up before we put in the cilantro. Ooh, that is really coming along, but it looks a little bit more, let's say, brownish than black. All right, I'm going to be adding in my jalapeno here, and also some of my coriander. I think I might just use a whole bunch. I really love cilantro. It's delicious. Cilantro, coriander, whatever you call it. Let's Also just add in some salt here. Smoosh it down a bit. This looks pretty good to me. But again, still not exactly black. It's more brownish. I was afraid of that, but then I don't really know if I want to add too much of the tahini paste either, because then it might be better. It's also spooky, I guess. It's just not as black as I wanted it to be. Alright guys, it's time for the taste test, and I can't wait because it looks spooky. It's not black, but it does look spooky. I think I should get creativity points for at least that, right? I am excited. Torn between whether this is a black bean dip or a black bean hummus. Tastes like a dip. Acts like a dip. But isn't that kind of the same thing as hummus? If you happen to make this recipe and you think that it's more of a hummus than a dip, then let me know in the comments below. Or if you think it's more of a dip than a hummus, let me know that too. If you like this recipe, please give me a big thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, then please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification box below so that you will get notified every time that I post a new video, which is every Friday now. So looking forward to making more videos for you guys, and happy Halloween!